We are moving into a new Hello, hello, hello. Hey there, everybody. Welcome, welcome to our Sacred Awakening. Get up now, get up. I need you on your feet tonight. Tonight, I need you on your feet. The whole night, yes. Get on your feet. Get on your feet, everybody. Welcome. We are on day 7, our final day of our Sacred Awakening. I feel so good. I feel so good. By now, our whole entire energetic body should be open. Touch yourself. Feel yourself. Feel yourself. Tonight is all about your roots. Say your roots. Your roots. Yes, tonight is all about your root chakra, that part of your energetic body that grounds you, that keeps you solid and sturdy in who you are, solid and sturdy in your beliefs, and makes you stoic and uneasily moved while we are out here in this world. Anybody want to be solid tonight? Say, I want to be solid tonight. I want to be solid tonight. Yes, as you come on in and get yourself logged in tonight, let me know who you are, where you are watching from below. And I wanna feel you stomping. I wanna feel you stomping. Just stomp. Use your feet and just stomp. See, I took my shoes off for you tonight now. We got work to do. Stomp. Feel that ground underneath your body. Yes, feel that ground. So excited about tonight, everybody. We're gonna do some moving tonight. Okay, this is not a night for you to be still and just watch. This is a night for you to root yourself and move yourself tonight. We've done a lot of work over this last 7 days. And what tonight is going to do, it's going to cement us and get us in place and positioned to cross over into this new dimension and into this new year with some real power and core strength. I love it. One more time, stump it out, y'all, before we get going. Stump it out, stump it out, stump it out, stump it out. I think it is so important for us to get ourselves grounded right now before we move into this new world. Because what is about to happen in 2021? Oh, let me tell you guys, there's going to be a whole lot of movements. A whole lot of movement in the world, which is a wonderful thing. We are all moving to a new place, into a new position right now. But what is important for you to know, for your self-power, is that whatever movement is happening in the world, you always want to make sure that you are planted and rooted in the earth, planted and rooted and solid with the universe and solid within yourself, so that as changes occur and people change and transition happens over this next year and beyond, you always have an internal home. I want you to just hold still right now and just feel yourself rooted and solid and still. Just take in some deep breaths. Feel your energy pulsating down into your feet, into the ground. Now stump it out. Yes, stump it out, stump it out. Now let me tell you where your root chakra is, everybody. I'm gonna give you a little, give you a little tour, just a little bit. So your root chakra is the area right here under your seat bones. I want everybody to find your root chakra right now. Just hit yourself a little bit. Give yourself a little tap. Say, yes, these hips, this butt, these thighs, this body, it's all mine. Feel it, feel it, feel it, feel it. Now, I want you to take yourself and I want you to bend yourself over like you're taking your chin and you're gonna reach it to the wall. Everybody, you ready? You should be standing up, chin to the wall, take it to the wall, and act like there is a string out of your back right now. You see this? Yes, that right there, that's your root. Imagine that you have the world. You've got the world on your hands right here, and I want you to pick up the world and squeeze your butt in. We're gonna do it one more time, y'all, one more time. Reach on out. And I want you to bend down like you are picking up the world and pick that thing up and squeeze it, feeling yourself so rooted when you do that movement. Did you feel that? Did you feel that? Chick, you didn't get up and do it with us now. Yes, I wanted to open that space up and get you moving, because the root chakra, it can hold so much energy, right? So much energy of who we are, the image that we hold of ourselves, right? And actually, let's get into this good work. I'm going into the work, and I haven't even gotten to my work music, y'all. Wait a minute. Let's get into this good work. I'm so excited, just stomping. So excited. All right, let's get into this good work, everybody. So, all right. Your root chakra is where all of your beliefs sit. Everything about who you are, your personality, how you act, what you do, how you show up in this world, it all stems from the belief systems that have been planted in you from the day that you were born, and that have been growing as roots to the tree of your life for your entire life. I want everybody to say roots. Now you see, you have roots of a plant or of a tree, but from those roots sprout up something called fruit. Everybody say fruit. Fruit, right? And the fruit that comes from the root is the physical, tangible result of whatever was planted in the ground as a seed. So when we look at ourselves, every single part of our makeup, of our being, of how we think, how we operate, it all started from someone planting a seed in us. And those seeds growing over time into beliefs that eventually allowed us to grow and move and sprout into the human that you are right now today. Now, here's the interesting thing about our belief systems. If we have been told things about ourselves, or we have taken on belief systems from our experience in life that weren't from a true perspective, or they weren't given to us in a high vibration, so to speak, those roots, they sit into us and they kind of, they rot. You know what I'm saying? And so it's almost like a rotted root doesn't have the same strength as a root that has been fortified, that has been cultivated, that has been watered well, right? And so what we want moving into this new dimension, and what we want as solid, confident human beings, is we want to make sure that our roots have no rot. We want to make sure our roots, our belief systems are in alignment with the fruit that we say that we desire to actually have in our life. I want you to just kind of look around your room that you're in right now. You should be on your feet. I want you to stump your feet and look around your room right now, the room that you're in. And I want you to just realize that every single thing around you in this physical space, this is fruit that has come from your garden of life. And so if you're looking at something in front of you right now in this very moment, if you're in a place in your life right now, which we all have been moved in our life this year, and so we can clearly see the things right now that are in front of us in our fruit that we don't want to see moving into this new year. And so right now what we have is an opportunity to say, wait a minute, I don't like this root of insecurity. I don't like this root of financial lack. I don't like this root of feeling stuck, feeling smothered. And your power that you have as a divine healer of yourself, you have the power to uproot those things and to choose. Say, I choose. I choose. Yes, to choose a new belief system. See, if you have a thought in your mind that you want to move into 2021 and you want your business to boom, you want your relationships to blossom, you want your life to begin to flourish, then you got to choose to plant the right seeds and to allow the right belief systems that align with that. See, you got to believe that you're worthy of earning multiple 7 figures, 6 figures, 8 figures, whatever it is that you desire. You have to believe that you are worthy and capable and able of healing people, of teaching people, of investing in people, of living your dreams, whatever your dreams may be. So you have to plant those beliefs into yourself, and you have to ground yourself in them. You got to dig, dig, dig really deep, plant your seeds, and then stomp on it. Stomp on it, you know? Stomp on it. So let's get into some of this good work right here. All right? Now we know that we are the divine healer, and we're going to let the power of our own hands and the power of sound move through this root area and begin to open up And as we open up, any uncertainty that you may have, any unsettledness, any wavering, you know, that wavering feeling where you can't make a decision, you're kind of all over the place, things aren't stable, you're wondering what's about to happen. It's nothing but uncertainty, right? Some of those feelings may begin to come up, but as they come up, you're just gonna keep moving. Keep moving. So let's get into some healing work, everybody. Let's be still for a moment. Take in a couple of deep breaths. And I want you to plant your feet down in the ground as if you have cement, wet cement on your feet right now. And you're just gonna let that cement slowly dry as you stand really still. Taking in a deep breath in through your nose, and as you breathe in, imagine that you're breathing up air from your feet and letting that air shoot all the way up to the top of your crown chakra. Breathe out. Let's breathe in one more time, and as you breathe in, imagine that you are pulling power up from the universe through your feet, up your legs, up your stomach, up your heart to your chest, up your throat, up all the way to the top of your head. And I want you to place the power on your head. And I want you to feel that alignment shooting all the way from your crown chakra, getting that divine connection from God, from spirit, and feel that energy shooting all the way back down your root, down out of your feet. Taking a deep breath, and I want you to realize how open you are. I want you to take your two hands, and I want you to begin to tap into your own power. Just rub your hands together, realizing how powerful you are, realizing the God in you, feeling that heat, that energy, that electricity of life moving through your body. Feel your own power. Think about all that is in you. And I want you to take those hands, and I want you to place it right on your root, right on the back of your legs. You can rub your butt, you can rub your tailbone, all the way down to your seat bone. And I want you to just hold still and just hold yourself right now, like you're holding yourself in place. Hold yourself in place. Rub your hands together again, bring in a little bit more heat. And I want you to say out loud, it is time to be still. It is time to be solid. It is time to be certain. And all we're going to do for a full whole minute is we're going to just stand still. How often do we just stand? If you feel yourself swaying, squeeze your muscles and activate your sturdiness. If you feel yourself wiggling and wobbling, let the jitters come out and bring yourself back to stillness. This is your home. This is your solid place. This is the place where God lives. Inside of you, rooted, grounded, solid, certain. Deep breath, breathing up the power from the universe into your feet. And this time I want you to breathe, and I want you to let that air stop right at your hips. And as that air stops at your hips, I want you to just begin to sway your hips from side to side, opening up your hip flexors, just pushing your hips out from side to side, keeping your hands on your hips or your hands on your butt. Keep your hands on your root. And as you do that, I want you to now take your butt out and just draw a circle. Just draw a circle. And now we're going to go back the other way. Feeling your root opening up. As you continue to move, I want you to say to yourself, I am unmovable. I am unshakable. I am unmessable with. Let's add something to that. I am unfuckable with. I am who I say that I am. I stand on my word. I stand on my truth. I stand on my belief. And I walk in my power, knowing who I am. I am a grounded human being, divinely connected to spirit, divinely connected to this Mother Earth. The world's creation comes from my heartbeat. It comes from my thoughts. It comes from my words. The world that I see around me was created from me, through me, for me. Say to yourself, I take responsibility for my steps, for my words. I choose to be accountable for my greatness. I choose to be who I see in my mind. And I choose to be grounded. Take your hands one more time and rub them around your hips. Rub them around your butt. I want you to take it all the way down. All the way down. I want you to brush your legs off. Brush your legs off. And as you're brushing your legs off, I want you to think about all the steps that you are about to take. All the places that you are about to walk. All the places that you are about to go into. And as you walk, I want you to see no nervousness, nothing but solid strength. No fear, nothing but faith. Nothing but faith. Taking one more deep breath. Now let's walk this thing out, y'all. We've done a lot of work. You should be proud of yourself. And you should be ready to walk into this new world. Yes, shake it off, shake it off, shake it off. Woo! See, when you're grounded, all of a sudden your walk, it has a little bit more, a little something to it. You know, you don't walk with your shoulders over anymore. You know, you don't walk with your stomach sticking out anymore. You don't walk all floppy anymore. All of a sudden, you know, when you get up in the morning, you get ready to walk out, you say, walk in it, hey. Walk in it, walk in it, walk in it, y'all. I want you to get up right now. I want you to walk in your solidness, walk in your greatness, and feel yourself being rooted. Say, I will never be swayed again. I will never waver again. Because I am solid and I know who I am. I am rooted. Yes. Love it, everybody. We're going to take a really quick commercial break and we will be right back to answer some questions and have a little bit of fun. You know, since we know who we are now, we can show out. I'll see you guys shortly. Are you looking for a place where you can show up and be your divine, whole, feminine, powerful self? A sisterhood that's going to lift you up and hold you accountable for your greatness and call you out on the moments where you may be lacking. Are you looking to be authentic, for your voice to be heard? Are you looking to be seen and acknowledged and be celebrated? Are you looking to grow and flourish and blossom to be bigger and better than you've ever been? Are you ready to hold yourself accountable for who you are called to be? Invest in yourself, and not only with money, but invest in yourself emotionally. Invest in your mind. Invest in your body. Invest in your future. Are you ready to actually be able to look yourself in the face every single day and know exactly who you are? Are you ready? Are you ready to lead, to show people what God actually looks like? Are you ready to show people what the results of the work look like? Are you ready to be the example? Are you ready to be the one? If so, I'd like to invite you into my sacred circle. Sacred Circle. Sacred Circle is, I like to call it like my baby. It's a really intimate, private group of women who I work with up close and personal. Every 7 days there is what I like to call a sacred conversation, where the sacred community comes together. We're on a Zoom call and we can see each other, and we're in my sacred space or in some part of my home, and we just tap in and let the spirit flow. And it's almost like whatever someone was asking for, or a piece of information that someone may have needed, a prayer or something that they need, it just flows through the conversation, through another person, through their question, or it flows through me. And the energy just moves, you know. We may dance, we may meditate, we may have a business strategy, we may, focus on a particular amount of money that we're all collectively manifesting. It's a family. The kind of women I want to see sign up for Sacred Circle are women who have ascended to what I like to call the realm of goddessness. And that's a place where you're serving at a greater level. You're walking in leadership. You're not only making decisions for yourself and other people, you're creating environments for other people to thrive. You are holding space for other people to be able to tap into you. So the women that I want in this program are women who are full, women who are clear in what they're here to do, and who are able to show up in that fullness, meaning they're not coming to just seek something, they're coming to give something. The mission for Sacred Circle as a group is to create collective energy, vibrational momentum, community, camaraderie, sisterhood, accountability, fun, a place where you can be sexy and be free and be fluid and be open and be happy, be accepted. It's like home. Well, right now I think it's incredibly important in this time in particular, because our human connection has been disrupted, and disheveled, which in some ways can be a good thing, because it has caused us to rethink and rearrange and choose different in how we value community. And so this time in Sacred Circle, I want to kind of build our own world, our own culture, our own sorority, if you will. But it's the home where you can tap into, where all of your resources are in a space where the source lives within us. Everybody, welcome back, welcome back. Feel that energy, feel that energy. Move your body now. Feeling so good. I'm feeling so rooted. I'm feeling so grounded. I'm feeling so solid. I'm so ready. Who's ready? If you were ready for 2021 and beyond, tell me below, who's ready? Yes. Who's ready to move their body though in 2021? Like, who's ready to really? Who's ready? Yes. Ain't nothing wrong with having a little sacred movement. You can still be a sacred woman and show them what you got. Nothing wrong with that. You know what I'm saying? Show them what you got. Yes. Feels so good. Tonight is an incredible night, everybody. We have done some really special work together collectively over this last 7 days. We've literally had about 6,000 people from all over the world tap into this sacred awakening. And so I just want to first say thank you. Thank you for trusting me and for trusting my whole team, everyone here, to play this role in your life. I know that we've come here every night and we've been live for about an hour or so, and we've had videos and we've had fun on social media. And even though it's, to me, a short amount of time, because I would love to see you and touch you and feel you every single day, but even though we've done this in just a short amount of time, I want you to know that supernaturally, you've literally healed years of things that have been sitting and waiting to be removed for you to be able to ascend into this next realm. And so I'm super excited for you, and right now is the time for you to allow. I want everybody to say allow. Allow. That's all it takes, is a little 10-minute moment of rubbing your hands together, telling yourself I'm healed, telling yourself I'm open, telling yourself you can speak your truth, telling yourself that you can see, telling yourself that it is time, telling yourself that you are connected, and allowing that openness to create the space for the divine and for the Holy Spirit to do something amazing inside of you. So let it work, everybody. Let it work, let it move through your body. And remember the work that you did. You'll never be the same. Say that to yourself. I'll never be the same. I'll never, ever, ever be the same. No. So I'm so excited to do some work with you guys into this new dimension. So let's get into some good questions. All right, we're gonna get into some questions. I wanna get comfortable. Can I get comfortable? I mean, can I get comfortable? I mean, can I get rooted? Awesome. You know, I always love to have a little snack, everybody. You know, that's my thing. I'm a snacker. I love wine and cheese and crackers and beautiful things. You know what I'm saying? And so I just want to share this moment with you and have a little snack. Go grab a little snack if you got a little snack, and we're gonna get into some good questions. If you have any questions about tonight, about your root chakra or any of the other chakras, energy centers, any of this work that we have done over the last couple of days, oh my gosh! I mean, who gonna eat all of this? Me? No. Oh my God, this looks absolutely beautiful. Miss Amira graced us with one of her famous charcuterie boards tonight. I wish I could tilt it for you to see it, but I'll take a picture of it. It's so beautiful, so yummy. So as you're typing your questions, thank you. Thank you. You guys have to, first of all, come Miss Natalie. We have to give Natalie a big virtual round of applause. Everybody give Natalie a round of applause. Woo! Miss Natalie has completely managed this entire production the last maybe 12 days or so. I literally got this inspiration to do this Sacred Awakening, and I called Natalie and said, I need you to take some notes. My brain is going. God is telling me to do something. We got to write it down and we got to make it happen. And she came right over and took my vision and manifested it. So thank you. Thank you. Showed up every single day, rocking it. Thank you, Natalie. Look, get you a little cracker or something, girl. Get you a little something. Yes. All right. So let's get into some of these good questions tonight. Shantu, I like that beat. You gonna have me up here?
Okay, we have a question here. How can I get rooted with my partner? Also, just want to say thank you for this experience.
You're welcome. What's the name?
Edeline.
Thank you, Edeline, and thank you for that great question. First, I'm going to say it's a wonderful time for us to get rooted with those that we love. Right now, relationships have gone through an energetic purge, and it's kind of been an extreme for everyone. It's either you have people who are going through very harsh and traumatic breakups. You have some people who are waking up, realizing who they are, realizing their growth, their beliefs have changed, something has moved and their desires are no longer aligned. You have some people who are just flat out walking away, leaving because they're afraid or they don't want to face what's going on. Or you have people who are finding new levels of love. They're discovering a new sense of themselves, and they're sharing it with their partners, and their partners are still aligned. You have people who are falling in love, instant love right now. There's some instant holy love that's going around here energetically right now. And so after watching this and taking the Sacred Awakening with your heart being so open, if you are ready for love, just know that it's ready for you and it's about to find you in 2020. But I say all of that to say that there are two very big extremes that are going on right now in our relations and how we connect with each other. Anything that is inauthentic can no longer exist. It has to dissipate and dissolve. And if you don't allow it to dissipate, dissolve, and to elevate, you're going to wind up being in a space of extreme discomfort and frustration, right? And so what I say all of that to say about being grounded is that whoever you are in partnership with, you two want to make sure that you have the same values, the same belief systems, and you're on the same level ground. Because if not, I want you to think about it like this. a storm comes by, and if neither one of you are grounded, you're gonna be all over the place, right? And you're gonna be blown all over the place. And if you're in a relationship, you're gonna have two people who are blown all over the place together, right? While things around them are moving. And so it's super important to get grounded. And you can do that simply by sitting on the floor together, right? Opening up your chakras and getting yourself energetically tapped into yourself. It does not have to take a big, huge exercise. It's literally, let's sit on the floor and look into each other's eyes for the next 5 minutes, right? What's amazing about small things like that is you kind of can't lie. You kind of can't be hidden. You kind of can't be inauthentic when you're actually having that type of spiritual connection with someone. And so just sitting on the floor, breathing techniques. There's a breathing technique that I love to do where you can actually sit in front of the person that you are connecting with, and as you breathe in, you're breathing in their air, and as you breathe out, they're breathing in yours, and you kind of create this energetic flow. It really, really brings two spirits together. It's really amazing. But that's all it is just taking a few moments, sitting down, and connecting.
I like this one. Since the stay-in-place orders, I have struggled to get dressed daily. I feel crazy getting dressed every day to go into the next room. How can I get over this?
I love it. I love it. I was actually experiencing that myself a couple of months ago, because for me, even before the quarantine and everything happened, my home has always been my place where I run my business, and my team comes and we film, and pretty much my whole life I've operated from my own home. And so I would always have these moments where it's like, okay, you've got to actually get up and get dressed, right? And put something on. And so what I started to do was I envisioned that I actually had a 5 a.m. call time at a radio station or at a television station, and I had to be on set at a certain time. And so I would get myself up and get dressed as if I was going on set. And even though I was going into my living room or going into another room, energetically, what it did is actually created what we're experiencing right now, having to get up and actually be on set. And so never wait for a job or someone else's schedule or something happening around us to dictate your level of excellence within yourself, to dictate how you show up for yourself every day. Getting dressed right now and putting on your character, putting on your personality, putting on your suit, right? And that's all that clothes is, isn't it? It's a self-expression, and you're putting on a character, right? When you do that to show up for yourself. So when you look in the mirror, you see the person who you want to be. You're not looking in the mirror as someone that you don't want to be, waiting on that person to magically show up, because the image will never change until you change it. Awesome, next question. I need to eat a little snack. Go ahead and ask the next question though.
Enjoy. Childhood caused me to go, or children caused me to go through life dimming my light, playing small, and purposely not letting myself be noticed. How do I get myself permission to stand out so that I can live my full potential?
Can you read the question again?
Childhood caused me to go through life dimming my light, playing small, and purposely not letting myself be noticed. How do I give myself permission to stand out so that I can live my full potential?
What I'm hearing first is to change your perspective on your childhood. You started out saying childhood caused me to dim my light. I wouldn't necessarily say childhood caused you to dim your light. I would say that over time, maybe your light got dimmed, but you can change the way that you see it now and shine light on your childhood. Bring healing to your childhood. You can choose to have a different association with your childhood and allow your light to shine now. What I feel is you have a story. Yeah, you have a story. And so I believe that it's looking at your childhood, instead of saying it dimmed me, say it made me who I am, and this is the story, and you stand on your story. You pull out the parts that have made you you. You pull out the things you have learned. You pull out your strength. You pull out your testimony, and you stand on that. You put that on every day, and you allow that to be the fuel of belief for yourself. And when you believe in yourself, you naturally have a light about you. right? So I would definitely switch my perspective of your childhood. But right now, I believe that being the light. Let me eat this grape. Hold on. It's so good. Okay. Right now, I believe that being the light is a practice, meaning we have to practice choosing good, practice choosing high vibration, practice choosing ourselves, practice choosing self-love. And when you begin to turn on your light every day, over time it just kind of stays on, right? So deliberately get yourself up every day and say, I'm gonna turn on my light and do good for myself, be good to myself, do good for other people, and I'm gonna let my light shine and continue to do that daily. Awesome.
Great. How do you deal with awakening if it's contradicting with all that you know, for example, your religion?
I love this question. I actually want to set this down. Thank you. I love this question because right now, in the awakening that's happening in the world, not necessarily just this awakening, or the individual awakenings that people are having, energetically, people are just waking up, realizing what's real and what's not, right? That's something that no one else has to tell anybody right now. If you are human and you have emotions and you are on planet Earth right now, you have woken up to certain realities that you have a choice to either accept or not accept, right? But when it comes to religion as it relates to an awakening, you have to first put your religion into the proper context. Because as we're talking about our energetic body, we're talking about low vibration and high vibration. As we're talking about parts of our bodies being shut off, these are all things that are actually taught in scripture. These are all things that are actually taught in the principles of most religions, right? It's understanding that spirit lives within us. So it's a matter of you just taking the time to really understand your religion. And I'm really excited to get into this because I know it's a controversial thing, especially for me and for the Chanel Cooper Sykes brand, because we have been on such a spiritual journey for so long. And at one point I was teaching very heavy things from scripture, and I still do and I still will, because that is truth to me, right? But I understand it from a psychological standpoint versus it being a book of stories, right? What we have to understand is that the Bible is a guidebook, right? Our holy books, the Quran, is a guidebook. It's like a manual. It's a life manual. And the characters that are in the book, the stories that are in the book, the parables that are in the book are not just from history or from the past. We are actually the living characters that we act out every day through our power of choice, right? Through our power of word. And so it is taking a look at our religion and really understanding the core foundation of it. And if you truly do, you will see that you are an energetic being. You know, there was a rainbow outside of my window the other day, and I thought it was so supernatural that we're in the middle of opening up our chakras, and the rainbow, I wake up and there's this vivid rainbow right in front. And I said to myself, isn't it amazing that God made our physical bodies have a certain energetic field, and that energetic field, the colors align with the colors of the rainbow, right? So if we look at just how the universe is designed and look at ourselves as human beings, we will see that we are all one. Religion, and I don't want to get too deep into this, but the word religion, the root word of religion is a Latin word, and it means bondage. And religion was created to actually put people into a space, and not bondage, not necessarily in a negative connotation, but to bind you to a certain belief to get a mass amount of people to move in the same direction at the same time. It's a form of control, right? And so you have to wake up to that if you are operating from rules of religion, because it is not about the rules of religion, it is about the relationship that you have with God. And if you choose to be in a religion, you let your religion stand as principles for you, as tools for you, not a place for you to hide in. You don't want to hide in your religion, you want to be empowered through your religion. And so if anyone is having any struggles feeling contradiction of an awakening, That's when you go in. You go and sit on your floor and you say, okay, God, I'm hearing about these things called chakras. I see Chanel's teaching this new thing. Show me what it is. Awaken me. Teach me what I am supposed to know. And what will happen is you will become either receptive or something will say it's not for you. And if it's not for you, that's okay. It's just not for you. Awesome.
This one kind of goes along with that question, which is, was it difficult for you to make the transition in your spiritual journey?
Well, I didn't necessarily make a transition in my spiritual journey. My spiritual journey just evolved. I still believe the same things that I believed before. It's so funny now. I've shared a little bit of myself over the last couple of months. I've shared a couple of pictures of me in my hijab or speaking Arabic, and people are like, she's Muslim now, she's not Christian anymore. And it's like, no, I was born and raised Muslim. It's a part of who I am, right? I've studied Christianity, right? It's a part of who I am, and I understand the beliefs of Christianity, and I still live by them and stand by them, but I also understand them in a way of living them out. I live out my beliefs. My beliefs aren't in a book on a shelf. And so for me, no, it was not a transition. It's just an evolution and acceptance of the truth of who I am. And I have an obligation to teach it and teach it in a fabulous way. So, welcome.
Great. What are some tools that you can use to remain rooted?
Tools to remain rooted. Sit your ass in the grass every day for 5 or 10 minutes. If you don't have grass, sit your ass on the floor in your house every day and sit still. Do not move. Do not pick up the phone. Don't talk to anyone. Don't even try to think. Just sit still. And the practice of making your body sit still will discipline your nerves, right? It'll discipline your nerves to be in a solid place. And when you are in a solid place, that is when your subconscious mind can open up. That is when you can move into your third eye, into your crown chakra, and see and hear things beyond yourself. And so it's that simple, sitting yourself on the floor, stumping, listening to drums, anything with a deep beat. Today we were operating on a G note using 396 megahertz. That's the tone that helps to ground you. So you can go on YouTube and type in 396 HZ tones and put them in your ear, and those tones will begin to awaken your root chakra. So there's little simple things that you can do. And also, when you walk and when you talk, take your time. Take your time. You don't always have to rush to answer or scramble to get somewhere. You can always tell when somebody is uncomfortable within themselves because they're always talking, or they're always fidgeting, or they're always trying to hurry up and say something before someone else does. It's getting comfortable with the silence and allowing yourself to be led in your speech, not to throw up in your speech because it's something that you're nervous around, right? So just be still.
As we ascend, how do we encourage others to do the work?
As we ascend, how do we encourage others to do the work? Well, you're naturally going to attract people who are ready for the next level. What I find amazing about this time that we're moving in is that the age of seeking and the age of receiving has graduated. So those who were once seekers are now receivers, right? They have received what they have sought after, and now it's time for them to live in it. Now, when you live in it, you become the light, you become the attractor, you become the model, you become the magnet, you become the speaker, right? The person who's delivering the message. And so naturally, you'll have people, they'll see the change in your life, because what happens is when you start to plant new fruit, which is what we're doing now, should I say new roots and new seeds, you're going to start having new fruit in your life. And fruit is tangible things, right? It actually says in scripture that you will know them by their fruit. You can always tell a person's belief in who they are by their fruit. Yes, the kind of car that they drive. Yes, the type of home that they live in. Yes, the way that their physical body looks. Is it healthy? Is it energetic? Yes, you can tell the fruit of a person by the tangible physical manifestations that they actually have in their life and what they're doing to continually multiply that and serve other people with it. And so, I forgot what the question was, but you know.
How do we encourage others to do the work?
Yes. You look like the work.
Cool.
Be the work.
Great. How can I control my emotions if I feel like someone hurt my feelings?
What did she just ask me?
How can I control my emotions if it feels like someone hurt my feelings?
I'm going to say this with so much love. Sweetheart, if you are still talking about someone hurting your feelings, it is time for you to have a tremendous wake-up call right now and realize that no one can actually hurt your feelings. They're your feelings. Say that, they're my feelings. They're your feelings. And so if you're still looking outwardly, pointing and saying what other people have done and I can't control my emotions because of what someone else did to me, then it's the me that has the challenge. And so my love, I'm gonna send you some love. And if you have been taking this thing all week long and you don't know how to control your emotions by now, girlfriend, go back to day one and start over. I love you. Next question. There's no more questions? Okay, awesome. No more questions. Good stuff. All right. Well, where's my wine? Awesome. All right, everybody, we're gonna go ahead and end here tonight. I'm so excited, everybody. This journey, this last 7 days has been incredible. I wanna thank you for taking this time to transform with us, to evolve with us. And I am really excited to continue this journey for those of you who are ready to ascend to a higher level. I have so much to share with you. But what I want to do tonight, what I want to do tonight is I want you to just make a decision tonight. I want to close out the Sacred Awakening. I want you to feel this vibration. And I want you to make a decision because when we come into the new year, I'm going to invite you to go somewhere with me. The way that I am showing up in this new dimension and in this new world will be very different. I love you all. I've had lots of fun on the internet over the last couple of years. We're still going to have some fun. But at this point, my darlings, at this point, the work that we do has to be on a higher level. And so I will no longer be, I call it tap dancing, tickling and shucking and jiving on social media. I'm sorry, I don't want your clicks anymore. I don't want your likes anymore. I want your time. I want your effort. I want your energy. I want your mind. I want you to be tapped in with me beyond just social media. And so I'm gonna share with you guys where I'm moving into for myself. And for me, guys, y'all, it's time to take this thing to the next level. It's time for investors. It's time for us to have networks. It's time for us to have radio. It's time for us to move far, far, far beyond. And so for me, I believe that 2021 is not a year for us to go and blow things up and go and try to win something. We've already won. I believe that 2021 is really a year of positioning. Strategic positioning for the new world that is about to emerge. So if I'm gonna tell you this, if you are looking to go out there and get it and hustle and make things happen in 2021, that's not the way to do it. 2021 is the year for you to allow your harvest to come in, the harvest that you've worked for already, allow your good to come in or deal with the shit that has harvested and correct it, right? So bring your harvest in, but also take the time to plant and position new seeds for this next decade and beyond that is coming. And so for me, I am so excited to restructure Chanel Cooper Sykes, restructure my brand, my essence, who I am, what it is that I'm doing, because at this point in my life, everybody, it's bigger than me. It's beyond me. I did it. I am the manifestation that I've been teaching you for 13 years. I've done the work and I've let you watch the process. So now it is time for me to transfer that and for us to come together as a tribe, come together collectively and go out into the world and do some bigger work. And so I'm excited to invite those of you into this next level, but I need you to choose first. I need you to make a decision first. I don't want you rushing to a sales page tonight. I don't want you rushing to buy something tonight. I want you to milk in this, bask in this energy. And when it is time, you will know it. I love you guys so much. I want to first just acknowledge my entire team here. Guys, we literally came together and it's like we've been working together for years. So much energy has been exchanged these last couple days. First, I have to give honor to this king back here. I need a virtual round of applause. Woo! To this king, Mr. Shantu Miles. Shantu has such a special place in my heart. I like to say that we have a baby together, y'all. We birthed music. Okay, we didn't had a few popped out a few babies together. This is my music baby daddy. But Shantu has been such a special gift to me, and I'm so thankful that you shared your gift with the thousands of people who have taken this. You are a healer, my love. You are not only a world-known record producer and writer and artist, you are a healer and a king, and I love you and appreciate you. Love it. So y'all go download all of his music, okay? Shantu Miles. All right? Love it. I want to honor and acknowledge this beauty queen behind me. She's so absolutely beautiful. Some days I want to just come up and say, girl, you stand up here and teach because you something to look at, darling. But Miss Chick, I got to tell you, your story and just who you are as a human being, you are a miracle. You are a walking, living, breathing miracle. I got a chance to fully watch her happy video, and she shared the journey of, I won't go too deep into it, but she shared the journey of her rebuilding her life through her faith, through her belief, and she's standing here today. It's so amazing. This is an international writer. Okay, this woman writes songs. K-pop? I didn't even know what K-pop was, and then I looked it up. I was like, oh, K-pop is a real thing. This is big. These little girls over here in America ain't doing nothing, honey. Girl, sit down. Let's go overseas. But Miss Chick, I thank you for gracing us with your beautiful voice. You have an anointing on your voice. You truly have God in you. And when you open your mouth, it's felt and it's seen and it's heard. So I thank you. I'm so excited to record a whole bunch of stuff with these two amazing people. Thank you, thank you. Miss Natalie here for managing everything. Thank you. Well, come back up, come back up. Don't she look good, y'all, in her Christmas outfit? A New Year's outfit. I love it. I love it. Mr. Frankie, come on over here. You know, sometimes we do these sets and it looks really good from the other side of the camera, but you don't quite know all that goes into it. You know, the foods, stuff is being moved around. I'm yelling for my wine and water, dealing with a whole bunch of people, you know, stuff that has to happen. And Mr. Frankie, thank you so much for managing this team, feeding us. Your spirit is so gentle. It's such a gentle spirit and so calm, but there's a spark and a light in him I can't wait to see. Come on out of here. So thank you, Frankie. Grab you a strawberry or olive or something. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead. Miss Ayana, come on over here, Sissy Pooh. Yes. Yes. And what we're going to do really, really quickly, everybody, we're going to take a quick break. And we're going to come back for a little afterflow, everybody. All right?
Are you looking for a
We'll be
place
right
where
back.
you can show up and be your divine, whole, feminine, powerful self? A sisterhood that's going to lift you up and hold you accountable for your greatness and call you out on the moments where you may be lacking. Are you looking to be authentic, for your voice to be heard? Are you looking to be seen and acknowledged and be celebrated? Are you looking to grow and flourish and blossom to be bigger and better than you've ever been? Are you ready to hold yourself accountable for who you are called to be? Invest in yourself, and not only with money, but invest in yourself emotionally. Invest in your mind, invest in your body, invest in your future. Are you ready to actually be able to look yourself in the face every single day and know exactly who you are? Are you ready? Are you ready to lead, to show people what God actually looks like? Are you ready to show people what the results of the work look like. Are you ready to be the example? Are you ready to be the one? If so, I'd like to invite you into my sacred circle. Sacred circle. Sacred circle is, I like to call it like my baby. It's a really intimate, private group of women who I work with up close and personal. Every 7 days, there is what I like to call a sacred conversation, where the sacred community comes together. We're on a Zoom call and we can see each other, and we're in my sacred space or in some part of my home. And we just tap in and let the spirit flow. And it's almost like whatever someone was asking for, or a piece of information that someone may have needed, a prayer, or is something that they need, it just flows through the conversation, through another person, through their question, or it flows through me. And the energy just moves, you know. We may dance, we may meditate, we may have a business strategy, we may, focus on a particular amount of money that we're all collectively manifesting. It's a family. The kind of women I want to see sign up for Sacred Circle. Are you looking for a place where you can show up and be your divine whole?
You know, getting used to these commercial breaks. All right, I left off. Well, it's not last. It's not last. There's somebody I've just was last but not least. Left off on my sissy poo. I love you so much. She came in from our hometown, Milwaukee, Wisconsin, to support me over this last couple of days. Did I drive you crazy? No. Not too much?
I'm used to it by now.
You used to it. I'm a bit much sometimes, but my sister came in and kept me grounded this last weekend. Somebody asked earlier, how can we also ground ourselves? You know, our family can ground us. People who know us best, people who know truly who we are and who can hold the space for us to be ourselves. And so I thank you, sister, for being here and for bringing me my daily wine and making sure that my place is together and my energy is together and that I'm on time. I love you and I'm so proud of you. She's such a beautiful, I call her my boo-boo, like a little baby, but she's a grown-ass woman. Okay. Thank you, honey. Love it, love it. Miss Amira, get on over here. Hey. So y'all know we had to pull something together to give you something to look at every night, you know? You can't just be showing up on camera just looking any old kind of way. And so I had to get glammed for you. So I had to bring in someone who knows all about the glam, Miss Amira V. Love this lady to pieces. Not only is she my stylist, but she is also a longtime student and a longtime mentee, someone who has done the work, working on her brand, doing her thing.
Always a student, always a mentee, always working on my brand.
Love it, love it, love it. And she is walking in it right now, walking in it, honey, walking your glory. And this is the charcuterie board master.
Can y'all get a nice little piece?
You gonna tilt it? You know, this is a masterpiece here. You gotta make things look beautiful, everybody. You have to create experiences for yourself. You know, don't wait to go to a restaurant or go somewhere to dress up and eat nice. Do it right at home, right now. You know what I'm saying?
Experience has been magnetic. It's been life-changing.
Yeah.
It's been a learning lesson.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm open to learning. I'm open to growing. You know, never too much pride, never too good. And I'm just happy to share it with you. So thank you for
love
bringing
it.
me on and having me a part of this.
Thank you. Thank you. I love you too. I love you too. I love it. Who am I missing? Who am I missing? Mr. Shaboobs. Can you come on and skip over here? Now listen, y'all. We call him Shaboobs. I need everybody to say Shaboobs. Shaboobs. Type Shaboobs below. But this is Mr. Anthony, who showed up here every single night and directed this thing and is producing this thing. So I thank you so much for upgrading the Chanel Cooper Sykes tribe. We love you and I thank you. And this is who's gonna be behind the camera, y'all, when y'all see me showing up. So say, hey, Shaboobs, when we go live. I love it, thank you. Thank you so much. And lastly, Mr. Terrell Mullins, he is not here, but Mr. Terrell Mullins prayed on this hair every day, honey. We had to pray on this hair and got this face laid every day. So Thank you, Terrell, for that. And thank you guys for showing up, for showing out, for being you, for all your energy. We have so much amazing stuff to do in the new year. Oh, and I got a surprise for y'all. What are you doing tomorrow? What are you doing tomorrow for New Year's Eve? I really want to know. Type it below. What you should be typing is, I'm having a sacred New Year's Eve with Chanel Cooper Sykes. We're going to have an amazing time here in Los Angeles tomorrow, bringing in the new year. We're going to do a sacred concert and allow Miss Chick to bless you with his voice. And my good friend Chester's coming in to sing some great songs for us. And we're going to dance. You know, I might drop it like it's hot for you tomorrow. You know what I'm saying? We got a lot to move for. So get yourself dressed up and amazing, and let's bring in the New Year's together tomorrow, everybody. I love you. Have a fantastic night. And I may see you on Instagram for the afterflow. We'll see. Good night, everybody.